Well, I think it was great. I mean, we did a tremendous amount of work. Natural gas going to China really stopped. Well, there's no right time. Let's say I did it on January 20th to make, and I have to make the decision. Jim Comey, they didn't like him. They wanted him fired, or tremendous, the level of hatred toward him, especially during that period of time with, first she got a free pass because he did what he did for her was unbelievable, but she's not guilty. The fact is that trade deals, it's going to be unbelievable, the trade deals we're making for this country. We have the worst trade deals ever made by any country anywhere, and we're making them into great deals. The business that we're now reopening with China that's been gone for many, many years, when you look at natural gas, and especially when you look at the deal we just made on cattle, is dead, it's dying. I've been saying that for a long time. And we have to come up with a plan because Obamacare is dead. Congressmen and congresswomen, they're great people. Many people that I really like. And I was speaking to 30, 40, 50 a day. I got to know a lot of them really well. We have wonderful people. Well, they're obstructionists. I mean, what they want to do is obstruct and delay in order to get into the Elizabeth Warren group. That I think he's hurting himself. I think he's hurting the Democrats very badly, but he has really been brought to the left. I also don't think they can win any more elections unless they start changing their tune, but they become very obstructionist. All that means is delay and all of the things that they do. And before the election, the Republicans were going to lose the Senate, they're going to lose the House, and they're going to lose, of course, the presidency. And that was 2 weeks before the election. I was watching your show, and you were like, we were supposed to lose all three. And it became one of the great successes. They are going crazy. They don't know me. I'm a very active president. I'm dealing with China. I'm dealing with Japan. I'm dealing with North Korea. I'm dealing with all of these different things. And right after that, they didn't say this, and he was scheduled to come, but they didn't talk about Ukraine. When we have those press conferences, piece of paper with a perfectly accurate, just about, I think, everything, on daytime television. What I'd love to do is stop them. I have a lot of very positive things going on right up here for this country. It's impossible for a person or two people or three people to cover every aspect of what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. I think it's unfair. And if they get it just a little bit wrong, unless I have them every 2 weeks and I do myself, we don't have them. I think it's a good idea. First of all, doesn't do what I'm doing. Another president, Jeanine, and do practically nothing all day. I'm doing every minute of the day, I'm doing something. Unbelievable potential. They can't keep up with it. Over the next couple of weeks, I'll tell you what, they'll be very unhappy because the ratings are so high, fast, if possible. But I'll tell you what I really want. Was it Russia? Who was it that went in and tried to... Why didn't the DNC, the Democrats, why didn't they allow the FBI to check their server? Podesta, who, by the way, has a company with his brother, as I understand it, in Russia. What I want, and I think it's very important, I want to get to the bottom if Russia or anybody else is trying to tamper or play with our election. I think let them just do it. You know, they've been doing it for a long time. To be honest with you, I don't want it ever to be even a question again. So if it takes longer, let it take longer. I think it's going to be off the table as soon as they announce their result. Hopefully they announce their result quickly. I'd like to see it quick. I want to see it done properly. Let them take their time. Just great people, great friends. I think the people see it. I think the people see our successes. And I don't mean just nominating, having him confirmed. No legislative work. 32 bills. And they were saying, so that people can build houses and they can build factories and they can build so much. And I honestly believe that people see it. We're interviewing people. We're going to pick somebody whose loyalty to the country, loyalty to the United States is important. Number one. Number two, I don't know how that got there, because I didn't ask that question. And I hope he will be, and I'm sure he will be, I hope. Everybody wants the position, and we have extremely capable people, in some cases people of great, great prestige, actually, who have had tremendous careers. I thought that this would be a very popular thing that I did when I terminated Comey, because all of the Democrats couldn't stand him. This is total obstruction. But then you go back a few months and you get their statements from a few months ago, and I think it's going to be pretty tough for me to work with them. We'll see. Honestly, they just want to stop some very, very good thoughts. And we go into towns that I've known. This MS-13, somebody said they're the equivalent of Al-Qaeda. And we go into towns and the people are cheering. I had a meeting with General al-Sisi of Egypt. The past administration worked on it for 3 years. They were unable to do a thing. I got them out in less than a minute. This was a plan. They lost an election. They lost it badly because I took over a mess. I think he'd be very proud.